Welcome back, everyone, to the Gestures Court. My name is Rachel Kordell, and I am your Dungeon Master. What? Today, we are joined by Andrew Frost.
It's good eating and eating. Hey y'all, it's your Andy Eden here. I didn't actually have an ad prepared this week. Whoops, silly me. I'm still recovering from that hangover. Eat all the smoked meats you need to do. Yeah, so many, all of them. Just shove them down your slippery fucking gullet. It's good eating and eating.
Jeez, they aired that? They aired that commercial?
Apparently.
Jonas Tintenseher.
Welcome back to Whisperwise's ASMR hour. This week, the poison dart frog. My neck. I've been attacked by a frog shooting a poison dart at me.
How literal.
Wait, I'm sorry.
It's a frog ninja.
I was gonna say, does that mean the poison? Because that was an impersonation of a poison dart frog. So are the poison dart frogs just embroiled in some kind of ninja assassin war?
It's a dojo. It's a war between frog dojos. How did you not understand this obvious lore?
Wow.
I'm sorry. I got to refamiliarize myself.
They're those D&D poison dart frogs.
Oh, it's grung. Yeah, they're grungs.
Yeah, they're grungs. Is that what they're called?
Yes.
Man, they love giving the frog people weird names.
In Pathfinder, they're Gripply.
I like
they're a grung above the rest
because they grip.
That's very Hoggler.
Guy Swanson.
Hey, it's me, Sky. Ladies and gentlemen, please fasten your goggles. There will soon be a hoggle.
Casey Reardon.
The Hoggler's sweet baby boy, Moss.
I'll never let you go.
And Seth Coveyou.
I'm Seth Coveyou. I'm the shogunate for the poison dart frogs.
Ooh, cool.
That's right.
If we play the root RPG, we should do that.
It's a very fun RPG, which you can check out over at Apon Plays, where I play Apricot Brandy III.
That comes at the end of the episode, Casey. Shut up.
I love that Casey just reflexively went right into the plug.
Sorry, I blacked out there for a minute. Guys, it's so hot in here.
Allow me to reflexively go into the recap. Last time on The Forbidden Gift, the champions left the forest and came to the cliffside of the remains of reality. They traversed a field of trunks of detached ground with some complications and approached the location of the last core. On this platform, a house stood that was shrouded by magic's protection and, which was an odd find this close to the chaos core, but particularly around this location of the final core itself. The champions found a diary depicting the final events of a family's life before succumbing to chaos, and they descended into the basement to save the family when the house exploded and chaos began. We come back to the second round of combat with this mutilated family, starting with Barnabus.
Yay!
Who's Barnabus, sorry?
What?
You're playing the Frog Shogun.
Oh, yeah, you are. You're the Frog Shogun this week.
Ting, ting, ting.
What's this? The consequences of my bit?
How chaotic.
Be funny.
Okay, hold on. I'm going to cast Firebolt at the tether.
At the tether, okay.
You're disadvantaged because you're next to a creature.
There is a patron that did swing at you recently, yes.
Yeah, it's right next to me. It's a 15 to hit the tether.
15 hit the tether. That hits.
Damn, nice.
Yeah.
Yep.
I did roll a disadvantage of 17 and 15.
Good job.
Hell yeah.
That is going to be... What the fuck? 18 fire damage.
Ooh.
Okay.
18. Wow, okay.
Almost
math
max.
time.
18, good for
And
you.
I'm basically screaming the whole time I do that.
Classic.
And then as soon as I I finished pointing my staff and shooting that firebolt at the disgusting meat rope that links these two, I'm just gonna kind of slap my chest hurriedly and gonna cast Sanctuary on myself.
Nice.
Amazing.
Ooh, very nice.
All right. So you hit this tether, which burns away a little bit more. There is not much left to this section of the tether that's been hit, but it is hanging on by a fleshy, meaty thread. How nice.
Bad. Not nice. Wrong.
It's wonderful. Moving on to the patron whose towers over you is surrounded by these rocks that were summoned by Whisperwise. It goes to take another swing at you.
Doesn't want to attack my rocks?
They're rocks.
They sure are.
Also, Barnabus just hurt it technically by means of the tether.
No, that's true.
That's true. It must make a wisdom saving throw.
Yes, it does. In which it gets 17.
They're wiser than we thought.
And it makes its attack, where it rolls a 3 on the die, but what does that do? Not great. How's an 8?
Okay. I mean, everything hurts, but this is okay. This is manageable.
Yeah.
8 damage or an 8 for another attack?
No, that's just an 8 for the attack.
Oh, for the attack. Oh no, it misses. Oh,
yeah,
sorry.
I was gonna say.
You got mage armor, baby.
I do, yeah.
It pushes through your sanctuary, but misses anyway.
Raw muscle exposed to the air.
Yeah, it cuts a little bit of your hair. It gets so close and swings past.
Yeah, it's just magic's ward upon me because it's a cleric spell, and magic's like, think about it. and Bo Daddy's just like, I thought about it.
I thought about it, and I'm going to do it anyway.
Yeah, so it's making another attack.
Another save, I believe.
Where it makes it is a 13.
That misses. On a failed save, creature must choose a new target or lose the attack or spell.
Hit my rocks!
It hits the rock. It goes ahead, and this time it was using its shield. It was going to just go ahead and do a shield attack. 19.
Okay, is it attacking a small rock or a large rock? It hits both of them, but which one? Or medium rock, I should say.
The medium rock.
Okay.
The medium rock, yeah.
They have 40 HP.
Wow.
What?
Oh, wow.
The fuck?
Oh my goodness.
Well, okay. Well, here's what this damage is.
Ows.
All right, it does a good job. An 11.
11 damage from my rock.
I'm sorry, plus 5.
16 damage from my rock.
With Acid Arrow, the damage is at the end of the creature's turn. Is it going to happen to both of them or just once?
When's the tether's turn?
Well, funny enough, and this is just kind of me being hilarious, the patron goes and then the matron goes. So I kind of just thought it'd be funny if that was like right in the middle.
Sure.
Oh!
So that being the end of its turn, triggers the tether's turn.
That's going to be 8 more acid damage.
Perfect. We love that for it.
On
it's
44?
Great.
I guess that's average.
Yeah. I rolled a 1, a 2, a 3, and a 2.
That's what happens to me all the time. Yeah.
So yeah. This, it really did not have much left. The acid burns a little bit more and it burns away at this last portion of the tether, in which case, again, it was not taut between the two of them. But at this moment, the tether snaps and flings back towards both of them. And they both take more damage from whatever it was that you did to the tether itself. So one moment, please. What is the math? Moving on to the matron's turn.
Gross.
She huddles over this and she looks to Hoggler. You are making your way towards like both of them, or
just kind of general direction. You know, Hoggler's a little directionless now. He's, he's wandering. He's got a bit of the wanderlust. He's trying to find himself out there.
That's what all the wrestling's for.
Did that answer the question?
It did. It did enough.
Okay.
So she, without moving from over this hole that she's sitting on, the tart pot of her body moves to close to you. About 10 feet out, and she slides her child's face to the end of her appendage.
I hate this.
And she's going to try and throw it at you and attempt to make a bite attack at
That's
you.
fine. I've wrestled children before. They usually lose.
Hoggler, this is your lawyer speaking. We will not advise you to admit to wrestling children ever.
It was sanctioned.
I got a 17 to hit.
Yeah, that, I'm a wizard. What do you want from me?
I don't know.
Shield?
Never learned it.
He's at a 12.
Never
right?
learned it.
I could silvery barbs. Hope they roll under a 12. No, I'm gonna silvery barbs that. I got so many spell slots.
Sure. Yeah, got a 12.
Still hits.
It still hits. Okay,
Roll
well.
the die, win the tie. That's how it works. I see that baby and I just go, I ain't fuller than a hell hornet in July. Wow.
14 damage as this distorted baby face comes at you and latches onto your arm and takes a little bite out of you and comes back.
Cut that out.
Near with the tip. Near with the tip.
Near at the tip. Near at the tip.
Yep, and that's the end of her turn.
Okay, wait, what did it do to me?
It just bit you.
Okay then.
It didn't grab you, but just for dramatic effect, I said that it latched onto you and bit a chunk out of your arm.
Ouch.
Did that baby's teeth come in? It bit through scales?
You can imagine that perhaps maybe there's a little bone that's been brought in from somewhere else to make teeth.
I'm sorry I asked.
Little
you should
shithead's
be.
teething.
If you want, I can go into further detail about what this thing actually
that's
looks
okay.
like.
We're all good.
I will ask, since the top half of her body is what moved, do we get it? Do we get any better angle on what she is sitting on, or no?
Whisperwise, you particularly can go ahead and make a perception roll, because I imagine that there has been some moving, but yeah, she's sitting on this hole. It's got some glowing red.
That's a 25.
25. Well, with that, easily, you see, like, as she kind of shifts over this hole and begins to move part of her body, some of the light comes out and a little bit of a flare of what you recognize as energy from one of the chaos cores just sitting beneath her.
I'll telepathically tell everyone, hey, the core is in the hole in the rattling house. The shattered house, that's what it was.
We're out here playing core hole.
Down in the valley, yo.
Everyone better get real good at dunking right now.
That's the end of her turn. We go to Moss.
I didn't want to have to do this, but all right. And Moss, flicks his wrist again, almost sleight of hand, producing a small vial of what looks like kind of gross, murky water, and uncorks it. And as he does, the water shoots out across the field down towards where the core is housed. And
nice.
In a puff of this basically bog steam appears. Who's taking this one?
I think it should be Seth again, because Chandira didn't get a lot.
Yeah.
Okay, sure, I'll take it.
All right, Seth. Appears another dragon. This one, a black dragon. By the name of...
It's exactly the same voice.
Ernest
I swear to God, if it's the same voice, I'm going to be very disappointed in you as a voice actor. Naradium, the bringer of death.
Ooh.
Oh, spooky. Do your scariest voice, Seth.
Foreboding.
Hi, I'm Meridium.
He's got little glasses on and a 1920s gentleman's smoking coat.
Naradium, I thought we had this image thing going for us. Why'd you have to change it up? You're supposed to be threatening.
The most sinister people are the ones around you that look normal. It's me. You should always be paranoid.
He's been watching too many political dramas.
Anyone could be a freak.
Wow. All right.
And then he is going to make his two attacks, his two rend attacks first against the area where the core is housed, if he can't get to the core directly. Yeah,
so, she is this, when I said, amorphous before, she really is kind of blob-shaped. The feminine features kind of are apparent in, her face or, upper torso, but other than that, it's just kind of a big ball of flesh that is, laying over this hole and trying to protect it. It is gross.
In that case, he's going to try and, he's going to take both of his claws and try and rip through the flesh that's covering it and then breath weapon down into the area.
Gross.
Ooh, yeah, okay. Go ahead, give me those attacks.
All right, first attack with the rend. Oh, that's a 19 on the die. That's definitely going to hit with a 28.
Yes, it does.
Just going to get a fist
Second
in there.
attack.
Very nice.
Oh, no.
Very good.
17 on the die is going to be a 26.
Another one in there. Very good.
It's a hit.
So those two are
Double?
going to
Double
do
trouble?
low roll damage, 21 points of damage.
That's a low roll?
Yeah, because it's 4 plus the spell's level, which is a level 5 spell, so it's plus 9 for each of those attacks. And
That's
I rolled
awesome.
a 1 and a 2 on the die.
Well,
So
it
it's
worked
18
out.
damage plus 3.
That's awesome.
Okay.
Okay.
And then the last one is going to be the breath weapon.
Yeah.
Do I have an opening to the core to breath weapon the core?
Describe this. They're like taking their claws and like chunking out a piece of flesh, would you say? Or trying to lift up?
Basically, one claw goes into it, the other claw goes into it, and they try and pull it apart so that there is an opening.
Oh. I mean, you could have gone around. It's kind of sitting over the hole. You could like lift up.
I wanted to do it this way.
But
It
you
was
could
the
go
most
straight-
disgusting.
straight through. It fits with the narrative, sure. So you go ahead and you like, I don't know, this is not the description you want, but this is what you got, because chaos. You know, like the end of like the Looney Tunes when they like open the like hole? That's what you do with her
Yeah.
body and go to shoot this breath weapon into her. You do have, it's not a clean hole, so it doesn't go all the way through, but you do see the core's light shining through this, so you do get a opportunity to attack it.
It's technically a dexterity saving throw. I don't know if the core...
It isn't moving.
Yeah, okay.
It
That's
is not
right.
moving.
Put this in your gash and smoke it.
I hate
That was
this.
good.
Big spooky.
That was
That
really
was
good,
so
though.
cool.
It sounds like your motorboat is turning over.
Yes, that's exactly what it sounds like.
I love it.
You should probably get that jacked.
I think she gets a dex maybe to try and move.
Yeah, it's a 30-foot cone, so it's probably going to hit her too anyway.
I mean, at point blank, I mean, let's just roll for funsies and see
Sure.
what happens. That's a 12.
That's a fail.
Yep. So
no.
the dice know. The dice know.
The dice know, but it's still not a great roll. It's only 8 damage, which it's only 2d6 without any bonus, so it's not
sure.
fully surprising. But it's going to be 8 points of, I think it's acid. Sticking
All
with
right.
the theme this time around. Acid
Yeah.
damage.
You know what? And with that was probably a smart move, because I was going to say that she'd probably start moving her flesh to close the hole, but because it's acid, it's probably making the hole bigger. So, good choice. Yeah, you blow this acid breath into the core. The core does damage. I'll say that she takes a little bit of damage from it, just being that, it probably got on her.
It's a 30-foot cone, so
It's
probably.
Yep, it's there. But yeah, so yeah, you got some damage on the core. That's awesome.
Then as a bonus action, Moss is going to shift as he becomes more rat-like and gain some temp HP and some movement abilities.
Ah, what's that rat monster? It must be with the flesh beasts.
No, it's me, your buddy Moss!
Oh, okay. That was resolved very quickly.
Whisperwise, you're next.
Oh, sure I am. Okay, so a lightning bolt, historically speaking, is a 60-foot line.
Yes.
The hole is about 45 feet away. There is a flesh monster on top of it, but lightning bolts go through things. So
Yes.
can I lightning bolt the core and hit the flesh monster on the way?
Tracks with the lure of lightning bolts.
That's how it's just usually, but maybe she's really grounded or rubbery.
Well, that's
She's solid.
you could hit her. I don't know if honestly, I'm more so thinking the fact that just like how fleshy she is and how big she is, it might just disperse and also ground very easily because she is sitting on also ground. So you can attack her, but I don't know if it would really get to the core.
Okay. I'm going to shout out. I'm going to say then, Emma, I know this isn't you. And cast a telepathic or psychic lance at her.
Okay.
Which I can do to a creature I can see, but also I can do it if I utter a creature's name, and that's more flavorful.
Nice.
So she needs to make an intelligence saving throw.
I love that. I hate that for her, but I love that for you. Well, that's a 3.
Cool. So the racking emotional weight, that's a very average roll. The racking emotional weight of remembering her past self, I assume, deals 21 psychic damage,
Wow.
and she is incapacitated until the start of my next turn.
Wow.
Which means she can't do anything. It's not stunned, so we don't have advantage.
Yep.
But she cannot take actions, reactions, or bonus actions on her until
And
the
she'll
end
fail
of my next
dex
turn.
saves.
Nope, that's stunned again.
Oh,
It's
what?
just incapacitated.
What? How is she? Okay,
Damn, that's useful.
that's true. Overall,
Seems
it's
like
good.
she's the one with the scary stuff. So
Yeah, with the gaze attacks and charms and stuff, absolutely.
we learned last time that the animated objects will continue to follow the last order given. So as a bonus action, I will run forward, skid down the side of the crater like the coolest 90-year-old skateboarder you've ever seen,
Hell yeah.
and then turn invisible as a bonus action.
Perfect.
And then the rocks will rock
Say it.
your body.
Yeah.
Thanks, guys. All right. 4 small rocks attack at +6. That is a 24, 23, 18, and 16 to hit. Or 14, sorry. I know a 14 misses.
Yeah, 14 misses, 18 hits. Yeah.
Great. So 3 hits there. And then 3 medium rocks at +5. Wow, the medium rocks eat shit. They just flex. They do some more voguing.
You got this, Barnabus.
Oh my god, like the
3
chairs. Good
Yeah.
callback.
You got this, Barnabus.
The medium rocks with their googly eyes, they start shuffling around each other like in Everything Everywhere All at Once and doing kung fu moves.
Nice.
Hell
So
yeah.
that's 3d8 plus 6. Wow. Okay, 16 bludgeoning damage on the bone man.
Okay.
And that is the rocks.
All right. Next up, we have a legendary action, which is going to be taken by the patron who sees. I'm sorry, what was the dragon's name again?
Nariduim.
That attacking his wife and is going to do a charge attack towards them.
Charging straight at Nariduim?
Yes.
Barnabas attack of opportunity?
Yeah.
If you want. Add all the rocks?
And all the rocks.
Oh, goodness.
They're gonna rock your world.
I want to rock right now.
I mean, oh my god.
Did you crit?
No, but I used a 22 to hit.
Hey!
Ooh.
And
What are you
I-
hitting with?
You
A
slap him.
quarterstaff, which I
Just
think is a D4?
It's a D6.
The D6?
D6 one hand, yeah.
Okay. You do 1 damage.
Nice.
1 damage. I love it.
Run away from me. Hi-ya!
Do the rocks do?
2 of the mediums hit, 1 of the smalls hit. What the? Come on, rocks! Earn your keep, you stupid. 14,
Well, they haven't been made into a keep yet.
14. They assemble themselves into the world's worst castle made of 7 rocks. It's 14 bludgeoning damage from the
Barely
rocks.
a wall.
Yeah, it takes he takes all that damage, but nonetheless he is concerned about his wife and moves to attack, getting a 21 to hit.
That does hit.
Mm-hmm.
Ow. I don't want to be here.
Just focus on the mission, Nariduim.
It hurts.
I know.
My hands are sticky.
Your rebrand isn't working.
Takes 15 damage.
15, all right.
I need a strength saving throw, please.
Okay. 15.
Not enough. This thing charges into you and is it is knocked prone.
I've fallen. I can't get up.
All right, and that's the turn. Eden.
Now knowing about the core and the effectiveness of acid, I'm going to cast Fireball, but using my metamagic feat, turn it into an acid ball.
Okay.
Oh, God.
Okay.
That's a war crime.
So you see Eden pull out a little bottle of balsamic vinegar. Rip out the cork with her teeth and just throw it into the distance.
Sure.
All right, so that is a dex save from all involved. Everyone who's in it, who's my friend, does not take any damage because evocation, baby.
Well, that one doesn't make it. That one doesn't make it. And the core is stationary.
Ooh, all right.
Have fun.
So that'll be 40 points of damage.
Woof.
That's a good time right there. And it just reeks of balsamic vinegar now.
All right. So this this ball of balsamic acid conjures over everyone and erupts into, I'm thinking like a flash flood of acid, if that makes sense, just like suddenly appearing and then
I get that.
dropping, and it drains into the core sitting in this pool of acid as it manifests, and your dragon's just kind of sitting there as this all kind of goes around them. Hoggler.
Yeah? Yeah?
I'll telepathically say to Hoggler,
Who's in my head right now?
it's me,
This
Whisperwise,
is
as I
my
have been for the
domain.
last several hours.
You do not belong, evil spirit.
Please, I'm the spirit of hoggling future.
My God. But I've been good. I thought that I'd have a hoggle in my future.
That's
Are you
correct.
to hear me tell me, spirit, that there is no hog in this future?
No, in fact, please do continue and specifically hoggle the lady off of the hole, please.
It's a hogless miracle. Happy Hoggler days, everybody.
Happy Hoggler Days.
Hoggle days.
What our next Christmas one shot is.
Camera slowly zooms out as it starts
Yeah,
to
just
snow.
end of episode. Christmas music playing.
Okay.
It's just Christmas music playing.
Just sleigh bells.
I just missed
Christmas
that.
miracle. Barnabus opening a present. All right, Whisperwise, what were you saying to him?
Try if you can get her off the hole. I can lock them
It's
down.
time to
Alright.
hoggle. If you have ever known there was a time to hoggle, it is now.
I have telekinesis, but I kind of want to hoggle her.
You gotta
You don't
suplex
want
this,
to hoggle her.
this lady.
I-
Have
You
to hoggle her.
have
I'm gonna grapple her.
to hoggle.
Does the telekinesis help me at all?
Absolutely. I
Little flavor vantage? Little flavor vantage? Little flav vantage?
yeah, Flavange. I like it.
Yeah,
You know what?
let's go with a little flange.
I at this point it's canon, and I just
Telespiration.
as a wizard, I think it
All
makes
right.
sense.
I messed up, and I actually have a plus. I have 26 strength. My thing was glitching out.
Oh,
But anywho, so I fixed it. So now I've got a plus 13 to this roll rather than that measly plus 12.
Oh
Yep, that's the number that comes before 13. Good job.
Hey, I embody my characters, okay? He's a big old himbo boy.
Intelligence
Anyway,
isn't your dump stat.
damn, that's a 24.
that's honestly enough though.
All right, great. Hoggler runs up. He grabs that baby's face again, and then just like another arm into the goop, and then just like fully flips her over his head onto the other side of him and starts pushing her away from the hole.
Yeah, I'll say you successfully like pull her whole body. She can stretch, but not that far. And her bottom comes up, revealing the core in all of its chaotic glory. She seems very panicked and tries to scramble, her arms flying as you lift her up. But
You've
funny
hoggled
enough,
your last! And then he also says, of course, disrespect is my biggest pet peeve. Bill Goldberg.
Goldberg.
funny enough, she can't reach you.
Yeah, I push her as far as I can from the hole.
Perfect. Yeah. So I'm just going to say that you kind of flip her overhead and she is now on the other side of you.
And still grappled, yeah?
Yep,
so grappled.
So she can't move back.
So grappled and away from the hole.
All right, I think that's it for me. Goodbye.
Goodbye. See you in another 30 years.
Yep, see
Top of
you
the
in
order,
30
Barnabus.
I point my finger at Patron and and I cast Toll the Dead, and a Dolores bell sounds.
And you take a shot at him.
Yeah.
It's Patron, like tequila. I'm
Hey, all
taking a
right.
shot.
Food bit. Drink bit.
That's a
It's a
save.
wisdom save.
Wisdom
Yeah.
save. Thank you. It's good. It was not good. An 11.
That's a fail.
That is a fail.
And you're going to take 2d12 because you're missing health points.
Oh shit! Give me that damn match.
It's actually not that bad because it's only
It tickles
2d12.
slightly.
It's 11 damage.
Wow, look at that. 11s on 11s.
You
Average.
die. Bing. It's not as intense as I'd like it to be.
It's like a hotel bell.
Yeah.
All right. Well, it does a lot. It's not that it's vulnerable to it, but you see that it really hurts it, making it splintered.
It's squished.
And it does not like that. All right. And that's the end of your turn?
Yep.
Wild magic, you guys are just avoiding it like the freaking plague, and I hate it.
Oh, yeah. My magic is very calculated.
It's so calculated. All right, the patron is still very concerned about his partner. It cannot charge again, but it does move to close. It actually first is going to swing at the dragon in front of it.
Wow, very concerned for his wife.
It is. It's kind of, I'm kind of pictured like a moving, like, ka-cha kind of
I
thing.
do technically have advantage because I am prone.
Ooh, good call.
17.
Miss. 19 AC.
All right,
Hey,
well,
that almost hit me.
and moves to close with the Hoggler. Sorry, I'm trying to get close. Not enough.
Can I make
You
an
can
attack
try.
at disadvantage for
Yes.
a
Yes.
opportunity? Because I am
Yeah.
prone, so it's disadvantage, but
I'll grapple him too. I'll one arm for each of them. You watch.
that's a natural one. That's a miss.
That's fine. You're
Nice.
on the ground.
Yep.
I'd like to imagine Reardon is just lying on their back with just all four paws up in the air like Garfield playing dead, and just scratches, just reaches out, barely tries to scratch as it's leaving, and goes, "I tried."
I hate Mondays.
I did all I could.
That's the end of his turn. We are on to her turn. She's grappled. She can't do anything until she is out of the grapple. Yes, that's...
No, she can still act. It just she can't move.
Oh,
She
okay.
just can't move, but she is still incapacitated. So
Oh, she is
can't
still-
do
okay.
anything
Oh, you're
anyway.
right.
That's the end of her turn. That's right. Thank you for the reminder. Moss.
Right. All right. Moss is going to move. He has an increased movement speed at this point now that he is shifted. So he is going to slide down the side of the crater, making his way closer to Naridoim, but not quite all the way in the center.
Mm-hmm.
And then he is going to cast a 5th level magic missile at the core.
Okay. Let's see that damage. It is sitting prone and vulnerable.
Yes, yes, yes.
Get those big numbers, Bubba.
I'm hoping. Magic missile. Here we go. 22 points of force damage to the core.
Wonderful. 22 points of force damage coming at you hot, or just forceful, rather. They slam into the core. The core is suffering. It doesn't seem like it'll be able to hold on to its form and power much longer.
And now Naridoim is going to keep going at it.
Yep. Sounds good.
All right. First he's going to stand up.
Okay, I'm
movement.
up.
All right.
5 more
You got
minutes.
this.
Whatever.
Frame it for tax evasion or something. I don't know. All right. And he is going to first rend attack is going to be probably a miss. That's only an 11.
Yeah, that misses.
Second one's a 17.
That's a hit.
Ooh, max damage. 15 points of piercing damage. And then the breath weapon, which you said auto fails, right?
Yeah.
Okay. That's going to be an additional, 11 points of acid damage.
I did it.
If you see a problem with the engine right there, it's turning over. There might be something wrong with the gas. I don't know.
We got the choke on here.
Probably a problem with the gas.
Reardon, did you have Brussels sprouts? Are you gassy?
No, I don't want to fart on the chaos thing. Don't
No,
make me.
that's what happened there. You
Don't make
I mean, it is your summon, but I don't want to play that.
We're that kind of podcast.
All right, this breath weapon blasts into the core. It damages it more. It is hanging on just a little bit. It is starting to waver and it is starting to shift. Moving on to Whisperwise.
Whisperwise strokes their chin, whisper wisely, and I'm going to cast a wall of force around a radius of up to 10 feet. I would like to pop a hemispherical dome with a radius of 10 feet, so a 20-foot dome that shunts both of them inside, which is what happens if you're in the spell's path. Can I do that without trapping the Hoggler, who is kind of between them?
Go ahead, trap me. It's okay.
I don't want to.
Just do it.
Do what you must.
I was gonna say no.
Hoggler.
Okay.
No,
Hoggler
no,
in
no.
a cell.
No, Whisperwise. We still have our connection open. Hoggler just looks at you and goes, it's a hogless miracle.
Like they're holding on to him like a big old present.
He just says all wrapped up for Christmas Day as a single
I can
tear
do the
rolls
same
down
thing without trapping you inside.
No,
It's
this
just
is
a
what he
little less-
wants. It's a steel
what I
cage
want.
match.
That's
I
what
want
I'm
a cage
asking. Is
match.
he wants the cage match?
I
He
want
gets
the
the cage match. I will pop all three of them into a hemispherical dome of force.
Trouble in the bubble.
2 freaks enter, 1 Hoggler
There's the
leaves.
title.
This does drop concentration on animate objects. So all of the rocks are going to gather around Barnabus and tug on his robes and look up at him with big, watery, googly eyes and say, "It was always you, boy wizard wonder. You were always the..." And then they crumble into lifeless rocks.
I don't understand what's happening. What?
They could talk. Oh my god.
And they're gone. All right, bonus action.
Yeah.
I move up to the core and turn invisible.
Wonderful. You are standing over this core. Your turn ends.
Actually, I'm gonna move. 10 feet away from the core just in case it explodes. But I'm gonna get closer.
How smart. You get close.
explodes?
You get closer to the core. On to the next turn, we have a legendary action in which the patron is going to try and attack you, Hoggler.
Good luck.
We have the roll. A natural 20?
Oh, no.
Incredible. Let's
I'm
do
not
this.
even shitting you.
Silvery barbs.
Okay.
Smart. Yeah.
Fair enough.
Smart.
Just get rid of that crit. We're not doing that.
And that time it is a 5 on the die. So let's see.
Oh.
It's probably got more than a +7, I would guess.
No, actually, I don't think it is. No.
Incredible.
Nope.
Then it won't hit. It doesn't
Nope.
hit.
It doesn't.
Oh my god. It's a hogless miracle.
It is
My
not,
Godless miracle, baby.
not even shitting you guys. It is a hogless miracle.
That's
it goes
incredible.
ahead and makes this swing. It was almost a crit, but it was not. It is very upset. We move on to the next turn, which is Eden.
All right, so I'm busting this thing open, right?
Yeah, I'd say so.
All right, cool.
Take it out, Eden.
What are we feeling, guys? Shatter?
Yeah, shatter, yeah.
Shatter.
It is inanimate.
I will throw out a lifesaver, crack into it, and chuck it at.
Ooh.
So that's a con save. I don't think it really makes a con save.
Yeah, this is the minty revenge.
26 points of damage.
26 points of damage. Eden looks over the field and sees this chaos that is seeming to be under control, takes a nice crack out of this lifesaver, tosses it into the hole. It booms, doing 21 damage, and the core begins to dissipate. And as it does this, it kind of wavers and bubbles, but ultimately it does explode, not in something that affects any of you, but it does wash over our family. Barnabus, as this whole fight was happening on the side and not necessarily directly affecting you, but you were still very aware of it, Magic's boon was slowly pulling their beings out. And as this moment occurs, this core erupting, it happens to be this exact same second that you finally pull them out of this chaos void. Hoggler, you were holding on to this woman where all of a sudden this wave of chaos energy passes you, and now she is a normal woman, a beautiful young adult who is holding very tightly onto their infant child, Caleb, whose nickname is Cole because I thought it was a good one. And
I didn't know it was a nickname for Caleb.
her husband is standing next to you, who just whiffed with a sword that suddenly is no longer holding a sword, and looks at his hand and looks at you in bewilderment and just begins to just cry like uncontrollably. It's not like their face wells up or anything, but just tears start coming down their face, and they look at their wife and moves to close with her.
Mm-hmm.
I lost all my bones.
The Hoggler just goes, I didn't hear no bell. And
Panic! Two in one go!
I drop wall of force. I go bell.
the Hoggler's like midair, like it goes slow-mo. Hoggler's just like midair, like about to just
Ending up the
crush
rest
them.
of it.
Everyone's just running. No!
I telepathically just say in Hoggler's head, ding ding.
Hoggler immediately stops. He sits on the ground.
Okay, good.
I imagine you freeze in midair and then just like step off as if you were like on something and just sit.
Be like, I won. And then he walks away. He wanders off.
Amazing. Trevor goes over to his wife, who's cradling her baby. She seems kind of just out of it, and she's not really aware of what's going on. He caresses her, and the baby starts to cry a little bit, but he does his best to calm her, and he looks up. I imagine you guys are all coming over.
Yeah.
So you close with them, and he looks up and he's like, You found my journal? How did you get out here? And again, is also taking in the fact that the sky is this like rainbow of clouds, and there's this like lightning that's happening every now and then of different colors. And it's like, what's happening? What's going on?
Okay, long story short, I had a vision of a hamburger and a dough and a leather journal, and I didn't know what that meant. But then we came here and we were chosen by, not magic, definitely, but a different neutral entity who isn't here right now, and they charged us with exploring this plane.
Wait, hold on, magic?
Nope, I said not magic. You can't listen. I know, I'm sure you got acid in your ears. And...
I was hoping for magic to come back, and I mean, if magic isn't...
Magic has not abandoned you.
We don't know anything about that.
Magic does not abandon people, all right? You passed.
And he nods and he's like, that's what I thought.
Yes.
I thought magic didn't abandon us, and then that's why you were here. That's why, because I prayed to magic to come to send saviors to us, and you're here. So if you're not here with magic, then this is just luck that you're here.
Yeah, we're just lucky heroes.
The magic that you cast on your house is what led us here. We are all worshippers of the beautiful, stunning, powerful, amazing, incredible, wonderful deity that is magic. And
someone's rainbow nosing.
I didn't know who that was before we came here.
And because of that, and because of the magic that you did, your faith is what brought us here.
A good speech.
It was a very good speech. Inspiration.
Hey, look at that.
He looks at his family, they seem that they're going to be okay. And he looks up and he's like, that was all I had left. I mean, everyone said that magic was leaving us, but I didn't believe it. And that's why I used the last of her gift to protect us. And you're here. And there's too much of this wild energy that's going around, and it transformed my wife. And I was trying to figure out how to stop it, but I wasn't strong enough. But all I was kind of able to do was manifest this. And he kind of puts his hands up in the air with spread fingers, and you can see the protection circle that you thought had faded away earlier kind of summons a little bit, but again, not quite as fully as it was before, but it zooms to him in a small ball of energy, and he manifests these 5 charms, these necklaces, and they land in his hands, and he offers them to you and says, these are going to protect you from whatever wild magic tries to affect you moving forward. I know that you're here on magic's behalf to save us, and I can't really do much more than this, but I hope that it's enough.
I want the blue one.
You take the blue one.
Pick all green.
I like the orange for some reason.
It didn't really come up as much as I wanted it to, but these necklaces protect you from wild magic surges moving forward.
Bold of you to remove it from the game then. I mean,
Yep.
you could just keep it going.
Nope,
I appreciate
narratively is what I wanted, so
right, I
my
appreciate
desires can go F
it.
themselves.
Why don't we just have one last one? Here, I'll cast a spell. You just give me a surge.
Nope, don't worry. You'll need it.
I'm scared.
Good.
You guys just were benefiting of the die. That has nothing to do with me. It was always out there, but yeah, these protect you from wild magic moving forward.
Hey, guess what?
What?
Throw mine off a bridge.
Oh, no.
Okay,
oh, no.
get that.
We need that.
Bridges.
We need that.
Look, you can do it that way you want, but you have it.
I come from the past, from the future, from the past. We need that.
I really want an orange.
There's 2 orange.
All of these sentimental moments aside, magic does gather your attention, and she says, look, I know that we've kind of had these times to rest in between, but things are getting
dire now, and we need to move quickly. So I don't know if we'll be able to get a proper rest, but I'll do my best to aid you in whatever way I can, but we have to go now.
And she gestures up to this platform, one that you noticed earlier, but it's a little bit better from this angle, being on level with the house. But it looks like a dilapidated keep or castle that has been destroyed. And in the middle, you can see it's like this bright light that glows darkly, and these shifting oil slick colors of this star, similar to the course that you were attacking earlier, sits off in the distance. And she says, I'll do what I can to manifest the path.
Since short rest or long rest, is a no rest a short rest?
You can take a couple minutes to short rest, sure.
Arcane recovery.
So we can all get it back up to 5 levels of spell slots.
Yeah, I'm taking a 5th level back. Thank you.
Yep, same.
I shift back after a minute anyway, so.
As you guys are doing this rest, who has her right now? I haven't really delegated, but whoever wants to be holding the caterpillar can. Good take.
That seems like a Whisperwise type deal.
Sure. So Whisperwise, you have this little magic caterpillar in your hand, and she asks you to go over to the direction of the core.
Mm-hmm.
Go over to the direction of chaos itself, and she uses the last of her willing energy, like that she's willing to use in this form, to bring these rocks together and create a more navigatable path to chaos itself, because any risk of damage or anything happening at this point, she's very wants to make sure that you guys get there. Yeah, once you guys are ready, she says,
before we move on, I just wanted to say that I'm so grateful for all of you coming to my aid in this moment. I know this wasn't really something that you had any say in, but you've all worked very hard, and even if this goes south, I'm just so thankful for your help.
Of course.
Moss passes out.
We go north to chaos.
We go north.
Yeah.
and with that, she becomes even smaller. She becomes that of a flea, and she hops over to Barnabus.
Okay, that's fine.
And she was on you the whole time, probably, maybe. I don't know.
I didn't get to enjoy it, though.
Well.
I go over to Whisperwise. Suck it.
At least you didn't take your hat.
I pick up one of the inanimate rocks and chuck it at Barnabus. No, my
friends! You chucked a corpse.
I was like, oh, sorry, you pissed them off.
Okay, so you guys walk down this path and you pass by an assortment of objects and just things of varying sizes and stages of transformations. Some things appear to be living and moving and just kind of trying to like grasp at whatever near rock, but they're just moving by. Those are far and few between. The large things like large chess pieces and some fruit and some knot trees and maybe a skateboard. Lots of different things. So many things that are not even of your world, things that you can't even comprehend. There's a spaceship with like a squid and like this weird like sexy pinups like pose on it. You're not really sure what that is.
Remember the pinup squid? Yep, good.
And you walk down this path, and as you get closer, you approach this keep, and you get closer and closer to this point of light, this oil slick star, and can just tell that humming, that buzzing that you had been hearing this whole time and getting louder and louder is certainly emanating from this ball. This is chaos in its full form. So you make it on to this large platform at the epicenter of this event of destruction. At the core of an obliterated keep, there is a large orb of coruscating, oil-slick light, greater than any of the orbs you have witnessed previously. As your feet meet the dirt, and you take a couple of steps forward, a humanoid form births itself from the orb. It starts with a face. Several massive eyes bubble to the surface and open sporadically. A large, curling smile unfurls up its cheeks. Its head presses through the gaseous wall of the orb as if it were being pushed through a sheet of plastic, limb by limb. It stretches through the surface of the orb and it pulls its shifting androgynous shape away, never disconnecting from its source. She crawls towards you, erratically, pulling the tether tighter and tighter as she gets closer to you.
Look, you finally made it here. No wonder you got so far. You're all certainly a mixed bag of creatures, aren't you?
Yeah, literally.
His eyes shift, noticing magic in the form of a flea sitting on Barnabas's shoulder.
Bold of you bringing yourself out here, magic!
It lunges at you, trying to consume that portion of her consciousness. But in that instant, a wall of crystallized light forms in front of you all, dividing the party and magic from chaos itself. Magic's little flea body expands and materializes into a much smaller and translucent version of her initial form. This ends here, Chaos. Chaos laughs maniacally. Their tether to the core slacks and then forms into something of a tentacle that holds this figurehead by the center of its upper back and then raises them off the ground.
It'll end soon, that's for sure. When you called for help, I racked up the speed of my invasion, and now I have 90% of your mind state here. Speeding it up isn't as clean as I was doing it before, but I like it messy.
Oh, Lord. Oof.
Magic snarls back at him.
It won't take long to eradicate you from my world. I may not be able to stop you myself, but my champions will.
Sus.
Oh, you really think destroying my orbs and taking away my immunity to your power, magic, will stop me? You don't seem to understand. These beings, your champions, have the ability to even recognize the weave because of your gift. Once I consume the rest of your consciousness, every magic user in here and in the outside world will lose their control of the weave, and all magic will go wild. Chaos will reign, and your gift will be their end.
In a moment of fury, magic and her wall glows vividly and erupts. The shattered pieces flow back into each of you, once again giving you the equivalent of a long rest and full spell slots plus 50 temp HP.
Okay.
Whoa,
I'm
50
sorry, how much
temp
temp
HP?
50.
That's like
Oh,
double
no,
my health.
what are you throwing at us?
Everyone drink your potions. Use your heroism charms, please.
Oh, yeah.
Oh,
The 50 with 10.
Oh, fuck.
And combat begins. Well, thank you all for watching. That's the end of this section.
Watching? Hey, you don't get to say watching
I've already
after how
said
long we
it.
made fun of Andrew for it.
I've already said it twice, and we're at the core of chaos, so you can
that's fair.
shut up. All right, who has something to plug? Jonas?
Tintenseher, Linktree, Itch, YouTube. Thanks.
Check out my Twitch, twitch.tv/Majora's and my personal social media at Rachel Kordell.
I'd like to plug in a fan. It's so hot in the closet, guys, and you just all you need to do is leave a review. Give me those air holes. They provide precious cross breeze and fresh air that will let me live maybe a day longer, maybe 2.
Oh, wow.
Get me to next week.
Hey, did anyone put holes in Casey's closet? I think we forgot.
I didn't. Did you?
Help.
I know. That's why I'm asking.
Alternatively, listener, if you can solve climate change, then maybe we could just cool down in general. That'd be good.
That's
Be good for
not.
Casey.
That's not what climate change is.
I mean, does he really need oxygen?
Goodbye.
Have you guys seen my pens?
Oh, leave us a review. Goodbye.
Oh my god.
Oh my god.
That already got mentioned, but it's okay. What are you still in the room for?